would want her dead.
Jessica was a businesswoman in our community. She was well known and well respected by many.
It happened on January 10th outside Burger Point in San Bernardino. The victim walking out to her car. Watch as the suspect vehicle drives up. The suspect then approaching the victim. That suspect armed with a handgun. There's a fight over her purse, then a fight over the weapon. The victim doing everything she can to get away, then trying to run toward the restaurant. That's when the suspect, identified as Gerardo Llamas, opens fire, killing her.
Later on during the investigation, we located this SUV, being the suspect SUV, abandoned on the east side of town. In that vehicle, there was evidence leading us to additional suspects.
So how did they put it together? Well, police believe this suspect is the shooter, this suspect the getaway driver. The investigation revealed that the driver's brother actually worked for this suspect, who leased land at a pallet company from this suspect. And it turns out he is the victim's husband.
These criminals targeted this victim in a murder-for-hire scheme that was stemming from a contentious divorce from one of the suspects, Sergio Reveles.
Police say the victim and her husband owned properties worth millions of dollars, but they're not releasing any details about how the alleged murder-for-hire plot started. They did say the husband paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to have his wife killed. All 5 suspects now facing murder charges.
We will proceed on this matter as is currently alleged, with the potential of special circumstances as a result of some of the facts that you've heard here, and obviously the tragedy and travesty of having an individual that was essentially assassinated at one of her favorite eateries in San Bernardino. Is a very, very sad case.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content.
Money will make some people do the craziest things. Imagine 44 years old, married to a man, you have children with him, and you're doing business with him, and you decide that, the relationship has come to an end. Whether she decided or he decided, it doesn't matter. He is an estranged husband, and now it's being alleged that he took her life. We have to be so careful who we are with out there. This is a woman that put her heart and her soul into her business. She believed in herself, and she did everything she could do to lead the type of lifestyle that would make her proud, her family proud. And she runs for her life in broad daylight, shot down after leaving one of her favorite burger joints. Could you imagine? 5 people are involved in this alleged murder for hire. This guy went up to her car with a gun, chased her around her vehicle as she was trying to get to where she needed to go. Here she was, just out and about, this beautiful woman, 44 years old, not very old at all. She goes to her favorite burger joint, leaving it, and never thought for the life of her, in broad daylight, somebody would shoot her dead in front of everyone. Now, to me, this story is just so brazen, it's so bold, because it makes me think, who would have the audacity to do something like this? Money can buy your dignity? Money can make you take somebody else's life? And shouts out to the justice system, shouts out, I am so happy that the police got to the bottom of this really quickly, and this whole entire charade will end. People have to realize, when they take someone else's life, there are grave circumstances afterwards. You took somebody's life, a woman that was living her every day, having a bite to eat, a burger, something very simple and humble. You killed her in broad daylight. My gosh, this is unheard of. I mean, come on. We've heard of people getting shot of We've heard of people getting killed. We've heard of people getting home invasions and people at nighttime getting out of their vehicle, going into their home. I wonder if this husband of hers, this foolish hooligan, didn't want her to be killed in her own home because the children might be there. I don't know. Could you imagine this man allegedly hiring people to get rid of her because of money? This has got to stop in our society. When men like this do things like this and they go to jail, they lead a horrible existence. It doesn't get very good from here on in for people like that. 5 people involved. They're going to tell on each other most likely. They're probably stool pigeoning right now, squealing like birds on a sunny day. They're like, yeah, ratting hard on each other, right down the line. And the people who are most involved, they can't rat on anyone. They're going to get the most time like they should. Jessica Torres, a beautiful woman, living her life like so many other women her age, just surviving, making a dollar, living her best life, having a good meal, and shot down in the streets and died. This is going to be a crime for the history books. When people are doing this to people in broad daylight, it doesn't get much worse than this, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be following this case of Jessica Torres, and we'll be making sure that we bring you all the updates, straight up to the court case and also the conviction. Thank you so much for joining Fairfax Files. We look forward to seeing you again in our next video. God bless you. Keep yourself safe out there. Don't sleep with the enemy. Be careful who you love. Have a wonderful day.